Hello and welcome to another dimension. I am Jeremy, and once again, we have Eric.
Eric, also known as Retro Hagao on Twitch.
And Terry.
Terry.
The Demented One.
Also known as Demented One on Twitch. Also known as Double Terry Wayne.
That's your rap name?
No, that's what they make fun of me as. My name is on that.
Oh, I was like
that podcast I listen to, Metal Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, I always every time I try to tag you into something, I was like, I had double thinking like, what's his name again? Like, what is that?
So people can't find me as easy.
Well, you did a good job.
All right, yeah, I can't find you ever.
I mean, can't
So what we're gonna talk about today? We're talking about our most underrated games that we think are some of the best of all time.
Like this one right here, very underrated.
Yeah, and what is that? Castle.
Castlevania.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Simp Honey.
Get that trash out of here. We're not talking about worst games of all time.
Simp Homie.
Simp Homie USA. Okay, but we're talking about our favorite underrated games.
Yeah.
Let's start the list.
So
You go ahead.
this is probably the most popular game on my list. A lot of people know it's great, but I think it's notoriously underrated. Just simply underrated. Otherwise, there would be a reason for a sequel or something, and that is
Bless you.
Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 is the perfect example of an underrated game.
I 100% agree with that.
There's nowhere you can't find this game for less than $10. And it is easily my personal favorite first-person shooter.
On PC, they damn near give it away.
At least on the PS4.
On EA Origin, they damn near give it away a lot of times.
Yeah, I bought this copy for $6 at used.
I got it for free on like PlayStation Plus.
I got it for free on PlayStation Plus. I also have it on Steam, which I paid like $3. Yeah, I have like 3 iterations of this.
Pop it open so we can stand up.
Yeah, pop it open.
So let's take a look, and we actually do have a little bit of
no, like
not much.
Do this.
Oh, okay. So we're okay. Yeah, that is more visually pleasing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you don't have to hold it, but I agree. The only reason why I probably wouldn't say it is because I haven't played enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need to play extensively to actually say it.
You're gonna jump in one of our games. It's gonna be fun.
A lot of people put the campaign of that game on their top 10 shooters of all time.
Yep.
I see it in a lot of videos on YouTube.
I played a little bit of it, and I was like, yeah, this is special.
The campaign's great. The multiplayer is, in my opinion, just as great.
So that game got fucked over by Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
Mm-hmm. That's hilarious because
they stole from it, right?
Well, yeah. So Titanfall 1 was getting so much praise. You know, everyone loved it, and then
something new.
Call of Duty dropped games, started dropping all their games, had the same fucking movement as them, and it fucked them over because Call of Duty is a more popular name.
Yeah.
And then when Titanfall 2 came out, they were still dropping these bullshit games, and people were so sick of that movement in Call of Duty that they didn't even give this one a chance, really.
And this one is easily twice as good as the first, which isn't a bad game.
Well, you know why?
I never played the first one. I didn't have the Xbox one.
You know who Respawn is?
Yeah.
They're the guys that left Infinity Ward when they made COD 4 and MW2. Mm-hmm. They left that, and
so they did it better.
Yeah, on their own terms.
Those are the best COD games, and it shows because they're still making fucking masterpieces.
You guys messed it up. We could have had more.
This wouldn't be on the list if we had a Titanfall 3, but it's been at least 6 years.
Yeah, I think it's from 2016.
2016, yeah.
Yeah, I think that came out the year I moved here. Yep.
But there's no talks of making a new one that I know of or anything.
And you know what they're on?
Apex.
Yeah, they're just done on Apex. We could have another discussion about what's it, live service games?
Games as a service.
Not Battlefield, but Battle Royales.
Battle Royale.
Because I have some opinions about that.
I think that's for another video.
Yeah,
I could go with you for 40 minutes on that alone.
That stuff. I like it, but anyways.
I want to see what you got, Jeremy.
All right, so.
Show me what you're working with.
Here's one.
Ow.
You know I love my horror games. And
horror games.
Horror. Okay, I have...
That's a pretty obscure game.
Obscure. For the Xbox. That also came out on the PS2. It's like crazy expensive on PS2. I got that.
It also came out on the PSP. Well, I don't know if it's the
sequel.
same game.
I don't know anything about this game, so
Let me explain.
tell me.
Have you ever seen The Faculty, the movie?
No.
Featuring music by Sum 41.
And Span.
Oh, I'm on it.
I don't know who Span is.
Is that like a pop punk shit?
Sum 41.
Sum 41 is on there, probably.
Yeah, so it's very of the time. It came out like 2002. It's so you haven't seen The Faculty.
I have.
It's like a teen horror movie of the times, in the 90s.
This looks
but
cool.
it's like the kids stay after school, and the faculty, they're like turned into monsters. Like it's like a cult or something like that.
Oh.
And they turn into monsters. It's really scary, and there's a co-op function to it, and it works really well. And each person has a special ability that they use. Yeah, it's really unique, and nobody talks about it. It's very obscure.
That honestly sounds very similar to a Netflix show that I'm watching, which is based off an original Famicom game called Sweet Home. And
the original Resident Evil.
Yeah, Sweet Home's the same guy that did Resident Evil.
Hold on a second.
There's a show?
Yeah,
is it
Netflix.
Is it in English?
What is it called?
It's called Sweet Home, and it's in Korean. But it's dubbed, you can get it dubbed in English. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a English thing.
It's
like
dubbed
American
in English.
Okay.
Dubbed or subbed.
Dubbed or
Okay.
subbed.
I thought Americans made it.
No.
That
It's
sweet.
definitely.
Oh, there's that new.
But it's high quality. It
No,
really is.
I'll watch it anyways.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
It's a fantastic show. The similarities, I mean, there's a zombie apocalypse. Let's just blanket it with that.
Yeah.
But the difference is instead of just turning into zombies, they all turn into their own unique monsters.
That's sweet.
Varying from, like, there's a monster that's, like, got a human body, but like a 20-foot neck that's 2 eyeballs. Mm-hmm. There's one that's just jacked out of his mind. There's one that's supersonic hearing because he had vision, but he got his face cut off. So all he has is ear, and he can find you and stuff.
It sounds very 90s anime.
And I love 90s anime.
And you're going to have a great time with it. But that's what that game reminds me of.
It's called Sweet Home, right?
Sweet Home. And, it came out this year on Netflix.
Yeah, you should definitely play that or watch the Faculty movie. It's good.
I am going to play that and do that, and I suggest you gentlemen watch Sweet Home.
I will. Yeah, so that's that. Let me just say one more, because I have a couple. Beautiful Joe. Beautiful Joe.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, I did have that.
You played this yet?
It's hard.
I've never
It's
beat
hard.
it. I played a little bit of
I haven't beaten it yet, so that's why I didn't really...
beat it.
I have it on PS2.
So that's one of the Capcom 5 made by Clover Studios. Might mention that later. But it's a very unique game. He's in a movie, and I love movies. And it is very hard.
It's a hard game.
It's a hard game, and I like how they use the movie effects like slow motion, fast motion.
Yeah.
I love that shit. And it's very unique. It's made by the same guy who made Devil May Cry, Bayonetta. So, Hideki Kamiya.
The same person who made Devil May Cry made Bayonetta too?
Yeah.
I know they're similar.
That makes a lot of sense.
I didn't know it was the same guy.
It's like basically the spiritual successor to it.
And then they made Beautiful Joe, which is like
even though they're still making Devil May Cry games.
It's just as challenging.
Yeah.
In a different way.
So, Beautiful Joe is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Go ahead. You can...
Terry, what do you got for us?
I'm going to talk about...
Terrell?
I'm going to talk about two games because they're in the same series.
All right. I'm going to go two next since we're playing two. Actually, I only have...
So the first one I'm going to talk about...
I'm going to do that for that one.
Is
I remember the other one.
Trials of Mana.
Oh, yeah, see, I agree.
So
I agree, yeah.
The remake and the original.
I have not played that yet. It's on the list.
Trials of Mana was a sequel to Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo, and we never got the original in America until the Collection of Mana launched on the Switch. I think that was 2019.
Yeah.
And then the remake dropped a year after, and the remake is they're both. I mean, they're the same game basically.
This is sweet.
Just the remake plays like a modern game. It still plays like an older action RPG too, but
does it have like the remaster, all the better sound and all that?
It looks. This plays more like Kingdom Hearts, where the old one still plays like Secret of Mana.
Okay. So the combat system switched
a little bit. It's just a little more modernized, but beautiful music, beautiful artwork. everything.
I can tell. It looks great.
The story's pretty
cool.
You
want to look at it?
Yeah, I do actually.
That's
really good.
The same person who made the music for this made the music for Kingdom Hearts, Front Mission 3, Final Fantasy 15.
Great track record, man.
Yeah. But amazing game. And then another one from the same series. I think it's underrated.
I think it is too.
Is Legend of Mana.
You don't hear it as much as like the Final Fantasies, Chrono Triggers.
No, it's definitely overshadowed.
It did just get remastered for the PS4, digital only, to show you that it's not that popular. Because if it was that popular, they would have dropped the physical release.
And I didn't even hear about it until I think you told me about it.
Yeah, but Legend of Mana has hands down my favorite art style of any game ever. It's got like watercolor painted backgrounds. And the music is fucking amazing. The story's a little weird, and it's like you make your own story. And it doesn't really get people either love it or hate it, because the story's not really there. But like I said, you make your own story. You get these little artifacts, and you have to set them down on the map. And the farther away, so at first you set down your home, and then everything else you set down, the farther away you set it down from your home, the harder the enemies are there. And it's just very cryptic, but everything about it, it's fun to play, and it's co-op, so you and your buddy can go, and it's an action RPG.
I love any game that's co-op.
Yeah,
it instantly gets another 2 points.
It's just so much more fun with your friend.
The sprite work,
really.
Yeah.
The sprite work in this game is unreal. Like,
don't worry, I'll show it.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna show some gameplay?
Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah. So, show some boss battles when you do, because the bosses are some of the best looking ones.
Gotcha.
Even in the Super Nintendo version of this, in Super Nintendo, the bosses were beautiful looking.
Hey man, those sprite works on the Super Nintendo.
That was fantastic.
Out of this world. I miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, they do it now a little bit, but
they do.
You got another one for us?
I do. I'm going to show my last physical one before I have to move on to
the digital world.
Games I've previously owned and sold for much less money than they're valued at, or You're
killing me over here, man.
Let's see. Oh, did it false? Yes, it did. So this is a game that is actually got now two sequels and a spinoff. So one could argue it's not underrated, but the reason I say that is despite all of its iterations, 95% of people that I talk to that are video gamers, and especially if they're Nintendo gamers, they've never heard of it.
Just press the A button. Let the bloodshed begin.
And that's just No More Heroes.
The original one.
The original No More Heroes.
I never played it.
No More Heroes is a treat. No More Heroes is a story of about assassination where you are the number 11 ranked assassin.
Is it only on the Wii?
Yeah. I mean, now it's not. It's on the Switch.
Yeah, but originally it was only on the Wii. Yeah.
That's why probably a lot of people didn't play it.
Probably. But everybody had the Wii.
Yeah, but people that bought the Wii, they were doing it for Wii Sports.
They weren't doing it for rated M games for you.
So that's why it's hard. I think that's why it's underrated or overlooked.
Yeah, I think so. And it's a very linear game. You're the number 11 assassin. You got to get to number 1, and his only motivation is to get some pussy.
I mean,
and I respect that because it's very blatant, and I can. There's something about honesty that I can definitely appreciate.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what it says here.
I love that.
Blood and gore, crude humor, intense violence, sexual themes, and strong language.
So I'm gonna sell
everything I love.
This combat system. I'm gonna sell you on 3 things. Lightsaber, you jerk off to charge.
No, that's why you have the Wii remote. Go ahead.
Pro wrestling moves are the way you use melee. Pro wrestling, suplexes.
Anything that has a pro wrestling element in it in a regular game.
Yeah, you learn from a luchador.
Resident Evil 4.
Like he teaches you. He's like a luchador.
Oh, when he suplexes them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and number 3, the character, if you recognize him, he's very much based on Johnny Knoxville from Jackass.
What does he? He's not voiced by him, right?
He's not voiced by him.
I had no idea.
But he's the
until you told me that.
He's a direct inspiration. Yeah.
Is that like a fact?
Yeah. The developers have said that.
Suda 51? Okay.
Yep, Suda 51. They like Jackass, and if you look up a picture of Johnny Knoxville, same haircut, glasses, everything.
You need to kill. You need to play. You need to play Killer is Dead, man.
Killer is Dead.
That's the one you were talking about.
I was talking about before.
Okay, I played Killer
similar.
7. You're not talking about...
No, Killer is Dead. It's like a hack and slash. It's not a boss rush mostly.
Okay.
I don't think it's as good as this.
This is almost a boss rush. I mean,
that's what I think of.
Fodder enemies are more fodder than you've ever believed.
I think you would like Killer is Dead. It's not as comedic. It's kind of like just strange, like Killer 7.
I don't mind that.
So you should definitely try that. I just haven't played that yet as much because it is on the Wii. And I do have that. I have the sequel. What do you think about the sequel?
I think it's good, but it doesn't capture the charm of the original.
Okay. And do you have a third one?
Have I played No More Heroes 3?
Yeah.
Unfortunately not.
Oh, you don't have the Switch.
You don't have the Switch.
I don't have the Switch.
okay.
But my wife is buying the Switch, and that will be one of the first games.
And that's why you married her.
That's right.
All right. Cool. So that is awesome, though. I like that. It is underrated to me, and I need to play it. Okay. So
and all of you do as well.
We're amongst the PS3 hates, but I love the PS3. And I'm going to tell you about one of the underrated games on the PS3. Folklore. So, does anybody like Tim Burton movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically Tim Burton. If Tim Burton directed a game, it'd be that.
Is Johnny Depp in that?
Sure. Johnny Depp
Sold.
looking type of guy.
Is it expensive?
So, it is expensive
Well,
now.
one
It's
of
like
them
80.
dies,
It's like
either their
$80, $90
career's
now.
over.
Like I was saying, it's very Tim Burton-esque. Okay, so you get a letter from your dead mom.
What is it,
to
Silent
go-
Hill 2?
Silent Hill. Yeah, it could be. No, it's not. It's not. It's not really creepy. It's a very fairy tale folklore. Yeah, very folklore. It's basically a Tim Burton game, Pokemon game. So you.
Oh.
Yeah. So the enemies you fight are like, folk tale like creatures, fairies, and then you after you beat them, you capture their soul and you use them against other enemies.
So like Shang Tsung.
Chains, yeah, it's fucking sweet. And it's overlooked because it came out early in the PS3. Nobody had a PS3 back then. It came out in 2007.
It cost $600.
Yeah, it was way too much. It was ridiculous. But then later on, I played it. I was like, damn, this is so overlooked. It's underrated. Nobody really talks about it. I think you could buy it on the PSN store. But if you like Tim Burton, you like Pokemon, murder mystery. It's very, and the music is fucking great. The intro music, I forgot who makes the music. It's somebody very popular, but it's beautiful.
Oh, it just came to me. The person who makes the music for Legend of Mana and Trials of Mana is Yoko Shimomura.
There you go. Look it up.
Japanese pronunciation was like...
You got it.
That was good. That was good.
What can I say?
Go ahead.
All right.
You can say Japanese things.
We're going to keep it Japanese again.
As we
we
often
should.
do.
I mean, we mostly Japanese except for Titanfall.
And
Yeah.
And obscure.
I'm going to go
We're gonna put this down.
with the original Dot Hack games.
Oh man.
Oh.
He just wants to show it off.
Yeah. So,
It's
you
almost
got
as many games as Mario.
you got Dot Hack,
Yeah. Because
Infection,
they have a second series.
Yeah.
Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, and Quarantine.
I do
basically
enjoy
one
them,
game.
though.
Yeah, it's you take your save file from game to game. So it's basically just one 4-disc game.
They know if you played one, don't worry.
I like
you'll
how it's
come
all
back
the
for
same.
more.
Like
Yeah.
That is aesthetically pleasing.
that is really nice.
And the side make a one picture too, like when you have them all on the shelf.
Oh, no shit.
And
They were forward thinking.
Yeah.
another action RPG. You get sucked. You go into a game kind of like Sword Art Online, but this was way before Sword Art Online.
Oh yeah. And I don't
And
like Sword Art.
Isekai.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
It's very original.
it was just a very fun game. Great music. A really good story. I never finished the original series, but I would consider the GU games a little underrated too. I did beat
I
all
think
the.
it's underrated as well. I think that's more underrated than
Yeah.
that. I think more people know about this.
But they did remaster the GU
Yeah,
games
they
for
did.
PS4.
I don't know why they haven't done it with this.
Because
one.
I got that right.
Hopefully they get around to it, because I do want to play those games again.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess with it, but
I mean, that's only like $300 if you want to get
Oh,
it.
no
Yeah.
big. Yeah.
but
It'll be on G2A.
I don't know. I love these games. There's once you get into it, especially like with the GU. Like I said, I didn't beat all these, but the GU ones, once I got to the second game, I was addicted. I wanted to know what fucking happened next. I couldn't stop playing.
Story just pulled you.
Yeah, I put like 90 hours into that series in like a fucking.
You have 8 discs collectively.
Couple, like a week, like 2 weeks or something, 3 weeks. I don't remember how long it was, but working 12-hour shifts like on top of that, and I cannot put the series down. Such a good series. The fourth game especially is pretty expensive.
Oh yeah.
It's like between $200 and $300. The third game's like $85, but the first two are pretty affordable.
I'm just gonna borrow it from you.
Yeah.
Long story short, you should have bought every game in the 90s. Just held on to that.
Yeah.
You could get the GU series on PS4 for like $10.
Yeah. Hopefully they do that.
Yeah.
With this, so we can all
like a legacy collection or something. Yeah.
I like the creativity, and it's very original. Going into the game way before Sword Art Online, and it's everywhere in anime.
Oh,
it's
the new big thing. I know.
And it's cool too because in these games too, you log out of your character and you're like on your PC checking your email, doing message boards.
Sweet, yeah.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
In GU, you
I don't know
can,
why that's cool, but it is.
It is cool.
In GU, you build relationships with your characters and you can get married.
No way. Okay.
There's so much to do. You can raise a grunty in these ones. There's a lot to do. These games were pretty.
Nice.
I feel like they were a little ahead of their time.
My brother used to play these a lot. I didn't really play them. He had this and GU. I remember.
My brother also used to play this a lot, Adrian.
Yeah.
I want to get the GU ones on PS2 as well, but I just don't want to spend the money on them when I have them on PS4.
Just have it on PS4.
All right, so my turn.
Yep.
Okay. This one again, controversial if it is underrated. If you've gotten to know me, you know I love my Sega. I love my Sega. Sega. Terry, hit the machine. Beautiful noise. Beautiful noise.
It just makes me happy.
It does. It's like nostalgia.
Yeah.
And that is Sonic CD.
Sonic CD.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
You know why?
Wholeheartedly.
Because I fucking love Sonic, and I've never played Sonic CD.
And it's a fantastic game. It's considered by some to be the best 2D Sonic game. I don't agree with that, but it's top 3.
What's your number one? Sonic 3 Knuckles? Or 2?
My number one is I had Sonic 2. Yeah, just good old Sonic 2. But Sonic CD, I will say this objectively, has the best soundtrack.
That's what I've heard.
Ooh, really?
Of all. Yeah. I mean, with the name
all of them are so great.
Yeah, 1 through 3 is really fucking good.
I agree. I know.
I love all the Sonic.
They put CD in the
soundtracks.
title though, so they knew they had to live up. You know.
Yeah, CD quality.
CD quality, and they had the level design was just.
Amy's
Someone
in
had
that
to
game,
have
right?
taken mushrooms to design these levels.
Amy's in that game,
Amy
right?
is in that game, I believe. Yeah, she is. It actually has one of the first, might be the first Sonic full motion cutscene.
If you're strong, you can fly, you can reach the other side of the rainbow. It's alright.
Oh yeah.
I like the one
That
with
in
Sonic
3D
Mania.
Blast.
In 3D Blast, yeah.
Sonic Mania's cutscenes were pretty cool.
They are pretty cool, but that came out 20 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's But so the reason why I think it's underrated and overlooked because it was on
The Sega CD.
To me, every Sega CD and Saturn game you could probably put on this list. Every one of them.
anything that's
Well, if
exclusive
they're
to it.
good.
Exclusive to it.
And shit, probably 70% of the fucking Dreamcast games you might even be able to put on this list.
Yeah.
Everything but Genesis.
Yep.
Genesis was very popular. Yeah.
Very popular.
Yeah.
But
So.
yeah, Sega CD, I wasn't expecting that. But
Sega CD.
yeah, definitely that is the most underrated.
So everyone, you guys got to do 2. I want to do another
Go ahead,
one.
you can do as many as you want.
All right, so this one, another Sega property, but released on the GameCube. Now, I did have a hard copy of this. Maybe it was just the concept that turned people off. But the game is Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg
Oh, you talked about
for the
that before,
GameCube.
I don't
Yeah,
even know what that is.
Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg was made by Sonic Team, I believe.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
Sonic Team, the same people. And
Exclusive to the GameCube.
exclusive to the GameCube.
Yeah.
And you had this big old egg, and you could do a various number of like 3D platformer tricks of it. You could shoot it, you could jump it up in the air, You know, there was all these different things.
Games like this were originally planned to be on the Dreamcast, weren't they?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think so, yeah.
A lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe this
If
one
it's made by
was.
us, you know,
Sega, and it
Sega,
came out within the last year of that. Yeah, originally was.
it just looks like a Dreamcast game.
Yeah, it does.
It just gives me that vibe.
It
like
does.
Choo Choo Rocket.
Ooh, there you
Yeah,
go.
see that.
Oh man, I'm waiting until somebody brings up Chibi Robo.
I never played it, so
I haven't
wish
either,
could.
but I know that's an underrated one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billy
$200.
Hatcher and the Giant Egg. I'm honestly struggling to remember a lot of it. I just remember what I felt when I played it. And I
this
played
is one
it
of
a
your
lot.
favorites.
Yeah. Absolutely one of my favorites. Yeah, it has a great multiplayer mode, up to 4 players, because you know the GameCube had the 4 slots. And that's something that is definitely missing from today's gaming age, is couch co-op, especially 4-player couch co-op. And, you know, that game really did it well. The music was good. I mean, it doesn't excel really in one area better than anything, but just does really well, like 8 across the board and everything.
See, I've heard mixed things about it, so I'm surprised.
What have you heard that's negative?
I don't know. It wasn't that like exciting to play.
Yeah,
It wasn't like
it's
I
got
think
a-
because people wanted Sonic. I think.
Yeah, and you got
It
a
was
guy that
Sonic
has a
Team.
giant egg. It's definitely more of a whimsical,
Hey,
childlike game, but you know, we grew up with games that were
I don't care.
designed for children.
I don't care about that.
Oh, nobody did.
I
None of
don't
us
care less
do.
about
I don't
that.
think anybody does.
Every game we had growing
But
up.
I do think that's why some people didn't buy it.
If when you call yourself Sega Team, you kind of expected to make Sega.
Sonic
Sonic
Team.
Team.
Sonic Team, you expected
yeah.
to make Sonic games.
There you go.
Yeah.
Every game we had growing up was like some humanized animal.
Yeah.
Anthropomorphic.
I couldn't think of the word. Anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic animal, yeah. Awesome Possum.
Everything. Crash Bandicoot, Sonic the Hedgehog, Bubsby, whatever.
Bubsy.
Gex. Like, this list just goes on.
I mean, he was more of just a regular gecko.
He
You're
talked.
just cutesy.
Yeah.
Conquer.
Billy, yeah.
Banjo-Kazooie. The list just goes
Yeah,
on and on.
and then 2000 hit, and they're like, okay, we're never doing that
Yeah,
anymore.
and then furries came out, and they're like, we do not want to do this no more.
We are out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. That's I was surprised. Yeah. I didn't know it was that good though. I heard mixed things.
You know,
but I haven't played it, so I don't know.
yeah, but a lot of
is it good?
games, yeah, I enjoyed it, yeah.
Okay.
So if you get the chance to play it, try Billy Hatcher and Giant Egg. If you don't like it, I'll suck my dick.
Good luck getting it, because on the GameCube and everything on GameCube is expensive.
Even their sports games are more expensive
Yeah.
than sports games on other systems.
It's a fact.
We like first person shooters, right?
No, I can't stand for
Yeah.
shooters.
Especially Doom.
I like them.
Terrible
Depending on which
franchise.
one it is, I'm just trash at them.
Yeah.
You can tell from all the shit behind you that my least favorite game is Halo.
Yeah, like, obviously.
He hates Halo.
But I love Doom. But the first Doom I really played and I absolutely love. And I think it gets kind of shitted on by the original Doom players. We have Doom 3, a more horror-focused Doom.
That is underrated. Doom 3.
I don't know if I'd call that underrated. All my friends love that game.
I don't hear about it.
I just
though.
hear what on the internet. On the internet, people are like, and especially at the time, people are like, "Oh, what is this? This is not Doom." That's why I say it.
Everyone I
Yeah.
know loves that game. Everybody that plays video games loves Doom 3.
I don't know anybody that you only see.
We used
yeah,
to
same, actually.
we used to play this when we were waiting
Once
for
they're on
people
internet.
to get to the Halo LAN parties we were throwing. So we would just fuck around on Doom 3.
So, are you okay with how the style of it, more horror, survival horror?
I like survival horror.
Okay, all right. Then I guess it was a long shot. I remember you saying it wasn't really like a overrated game. I thought it was because people were shitting on it, saying like, "Oh, this is not Doom. It's very different. I like the different take on it because I love survival horror."
It's not very Doom, but it's a good game.
I think that's why people would say that.
Yeah, that is definitely the reason.
You know, like the newer Resident Evil games, like
I was
5
just
and,
gonna bring
5
that
and
up.
6, people complain about like, "Oh, that's not Resident Evil."
That's not Resident Evil.
Yeah, I mean, the people who are making it made Resident Evil, so that's what it is now.
Resident Evil 6, I'm going to argue, has probably the best combat of any of the Resident Evils.
No.
Everything else in it,
I'm
I'm
gonna completely say that you are wrong.
Wait, which
Oh,
one has a
okay.
better one?
2 remake, 3 remake, 7, 8,
It depends on what you're. Oh, okay, all right. We'll talk about it another time.
Yeah,
we'll talk
another
about
4, 5.
I like Resident Evil 6. I think that's underrated
See,
too.
he's underrated. He hates it.
I like it. He doesn't like
It's
it.
fun co-op.
I mean, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
co-op.
co-op.
Yeah. So I mean, Doom 3. I think that's great. You're saying it's not underrated. I think people were shitting on it when I was back then.
From
and
my
now,
experience, they didn't.
Yeah.
But we,
In my experience, I think it's underrated.
Experience is objective.
It's anecdotal.
It's one of my favorite games.
It's your personal experience.
Yeah. I wish they'd do another one like that. But I like how.
Oh, and in today's age, it'd probably be badass too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see another one, but I think we're just gonna get more of the
I'm
Doom
cool
we
with
got.
that too.
Yeah, so I want Doom 2016 how it was, and that as well at the same time.
I mean, they did it with Resident Evil with 7 and
yeah, that's what I want.
You know,
man.
they
I love
have
that.
simultaneous. Oh, you like this? Okay, we can please you. Oh, you like this shit? All right, we'll take care of you too.
I like to have the variety.
Yeah.
Even in the same series. But go ahead.
All right.
Next one.
Alright, so fuck it. Let's keep the Japanese action RPGs going. This next one.
Oh, okay.
Odin Sphere.
How's it going? We just came
I
off
need
of
to
Doom
get that.
3.
I need to get that.
Again,
Heard a lot about it.
beautiful artwork. Beautiful fucking artwork.
Oh yeah, the best. One of the best.
Vanillaware makes some of the most beautiful games on the fucking planet.
What a title.
And
Odin Sphere.
and then I can't pronounce the fucking other title.
I was speaking of Vanillaware.
Oh, Vanillaware. Yeah.
Left Razor or something? Life Razor?
Don't even try it. It's Odin. It was originally called that though.
Same music composer as Final Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre, Valkyrie Profile. I mean, not Valkyrie Profile, Valkyrie Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Another underrated game.
Yep. 2D,
Yeah.
2D side-scrolling, beat 'em up action RPG. Amazing story. It's like Norse mythology. You play as like 4 or 5 different characters, and then the stories all tie together. And then there's like kind of like a boss rush at the end, and you have to pick the correct characters to fight the correct bosses to get the true ending.
Like Mega Man?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think. Well, actually, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
Maybe. I've
check it
never
out.
got that far in Mega Man.
I need to get that. I don't have it yet. I've been looking for it for cheap, but it's staying like $40, $50.
Yeah, stay vigilant.
So I need to get it because it's gonna keep on going up. I think because that's the like beloved games of like hardcore gamers. It's one of their
I've
best.
heard it, yeah.
I beat this version, but I beat it on the PlayStation Vita. When I
The
beat it.
Vita, yeah. I have their other game, Miramasa. You ever heard
Demon
of that?
Blade?
Yeah, that
Oh,
game's
I've heard
awesome
that one.
too.
I own. I think I own
On the
all their
Vita.
games on the Vita. Soul Sacrifice is theirs, right?
No, it's not.
No?
It's somebody else. It's
I own my.
Miramasa and that one new RPG that just came out.
I got that. I forgot what it's called. I have it. Shit. What the fuck's it called?
Vanillaware is awesome. You ever played Vanillaware?
13 I don't think I
13
have.
Sentinels.
Yeah, that one. I want to play that.
What are some other games?
13 Sentinels, Miramasa.
Muramasa, Dragon's Crown.
Yep, Dragon Crown.
Dragon's Crown's a 2D beat 'em up like Dungeons and Dragons.
I
I've
got
Like,
really
those.
never played one of these.
Really? Yes, yep.
Should.
Underrated, definitely.
Us 3 can play Dragon's
underrated.
Crown together.
It's awesome, yeah.
I'm down. You know I'm always down.
It's one of my favorite beat 'em ups. It was, and you know what it came out on?
Sega Saturn.
The PS3.
Oh.
I'm sorry, guys.
Which one? Oh,
Yeah.
Dragon's Crown?
Yeah,
I
the
mean,
PS3
it's
is awesome.
Well, it came out on the Vita, too.
2D beat 'em up.
The
would go great.
PlayStation, okay, of the generation, okay.
Just saying a 2D.
If it came
Go
out
real
on
good
Vita,
on
nobody
Saturn.
bought the Vita. Anyways,
I got a Vita.
you bought the. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead, man. It's
I
your
mean,
turn.
I only bought it last year, so.
Okay, all right. I thought you bought it back then.
No.
I was like, what?
No, it was they were done selling it by the time I had money
Okay,
for
all
it.
right. I'm glad
So-
that you did, but
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna take us back. So an underrated gem. I don't have this one with me. I did own it. I actually sold it to Disc Replay like last year. I needed the money. You know, we all have been there.
give me the game.
Little boy
Didn't
Blue.
know you did.
He needed the money.
And that is Shadowrunner for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
Shadow Runner or just Shadow Run?
Shadowrun. I don't know.
I was like, I never heard of Shadowrun.
Shadowrun. So Shadowrun.
Ain't that the game where you wake up like in a morgue?
So it's a. How to describe it? It's like
It's
I don't think
isometric.
It's an isometric RPG with
It kinda plays like a-
real-time mechanics.
It kind of plays like a computer RPG,
It
right?
plays very similar to a computer RPG, but it's a Super Nintendo game. And you wake up in a morgue. It takes place in like this, what at the time wasn't blown out of
Cyberpunk.
cyberpunk. It's like very cyberpunk, but at the time wasn't super. Well, it might have been popular, but
FF7 kind of.
yeah, but
That was before
Cyberpunk-
FF7.
Shadowrun is just. I never beat it. I didn't get very far.
hard.
It's very hard. It's very cryptic. You have to talk to tons of different people, and it doesn't really tell you why. But the music is great. The atmosphere, it was one of the few games I played as a kid on the Super Nintendo. And if I didn't have a friend in the room, I felt uneasy. I wouldn't say scared, but I did feel uneasy. And
I felt that many times with other games.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh,
It's like, why am I by myself?
I don't like this. And
Mom,
okay, you there? Leave the door cracked.
Yeah.
But Shadowrunner, yeah, absolutely underrated.
I've heard of this game. Is it on the Xbox 360 as well?
It's a completely different game. That's like a first-person shooter or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but
is it the same franchise?
Yeah.
But it's completely different.
Shadowrun's like a tabletop game.
Oh, it's originally tabletop.
I
So
believe.
kind of almost look at it like Fallout. Fallout had a
Oh.
whole different game design, and then they made it first person.
Okay, so I was confused by that.
Yeah, no, it's easy. I saw it.
Because I'm pretty sure I've
Same
seen and played the Xbox
The
360
more new one, yeah.
So you good on Shadowrun for now, or you got another?
I got one more.
One more?
One more game, yeah.
One more.
Because I got a nice...
Wait, you didn't use up all your continues, right? You got more.
Yeah.
All right.
I got 10 total,
All right.
we're only on...
Because I got a lot more.
I know you do.
I have 4 more.
I have 5 more. So this is one we actually were talking about in the last video, but very underrated. That is Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Ooh.
And it's underrated because you needed 4 Game Boy Advances, 4 connection cords.
3 Game Boy Advances.
You wanted 4.
Well, the player 1 uses their own.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. The guy who plays the GameCube controller, you're the bitch of the group, and you have to pick up this thing and just walk around so your
That's
friends
cool,
have
though.
fun. But it was cool.
I mean, it's stupid. It's goofy. But
It's goofy. It's silly, but you have 4 friends
That's
together.
cool, though.
And
Like a Final
they
Fantasy
fucking
game.
botched it on the remaster.
I didn't even
That's what I
touch
heard.
the remaster. I just played the original, and
Is it still good on its own though?
like if you were to play it today,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
By itself?
Playing it by
By
yourself,
yourself,
not
no.
very fun.
Okay,
You
so-
do get a you get a Moogle to be your
Your bitch.
bitch for the carry the thing.
But the fun comes from having that team dynamic.
The other Crystal Chronicles games are terrible though. There's another 3 or 4 of them.
I didn't know that.
They're on
That
the
was
Wii.
only on the GameCube.
I thought there was also
And,
I think
remake.
Isn't there one on like the GBA?
No, I think they're just on the Wii.
Is it on the Wii? Okay, but Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube. If you had all the Game Boy Advances and you had all the shit like me and all my nerdy ass friends did, yeah, we had a blast. I mean, it was so fun. I mean, as far as gameplay goes, it's pretty simple. I mean, it's a action
Hack and
RPG,
slash action RPG.
hack and slash
Oh.
game.
Side note, that is the first Squaresoft game to be made on Nintendo hardware since the Super Nintendo. That was Squaresoft's
Which
introduction.
you didn't believe me.
Back into I knew that.
Well, you didn't you say you're like, oh, I didn't know Square made Crystal Chronicles.
No, it's Final Fantasy. I knew Square made that.
Yeah, wait, what am I?
Yeah.
And what am I thinking of?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Doesn't
about
matter.
it.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so after Square started making Final Fantasy for the PlayStation to make it on disc-based games instead of on cartridges, they fell off with Nintendo and they didn't like each other for a while. And then this was the handshake. I forgot.
Hey, what's up, man?
I forgot. Someone
$12.
stepped down at either Squaresoft or Nintendo. Someone stepped down, and I think that kind of
Fixed
fixed the
Oh
relationship.
my god, that
yeah.
guy's a dick. Jeremy, what you got for us?
Oh man, I'm gonna say this right quick. I don't think it's overrated anymore. There, I thought it was overrated back in the day. Were you gonna say that?
You saying underrated or overrated?
Underrated. Okay, so Nair is one of the
Cancelled.
best games of all time. I don't think it's underrated anymore because the remake of this, and they had a sequel that was very successful.
Very.
That would be like one of my number one, but I just want to mention that it's one of the best games.
Up until 2017, that was very fucking underrated.
Yeah.
But then your Automata came out and it exploded.
The person, okay, I went to GameStop. I've told this before. The girl working at GameStop literally told me, "Don't buy that."
Probably because she wanted to buy it after work.
No, she was just like, "Shit."
I paid $5 for Nier on 360 before Automata came out.
Mm-hmm.
Within a month of Automata coming out, the regular Nier was brought back up to like $30.
Exactly.
It shocked me.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about another exclusive PS3 game that's fucking awesome.
Come one, come all.
I'm gonna talk about Puppeteer. You ever heard of this?
No.
I've heard you talk about it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's underrated, sir.
That's underrated.
That's what I'm talking about.
If you're talking about
underrated.
it, it's most likely underrated.
Okay, so
we kind of all have a taste for that.
So I got that when it originally came out in like 2013. I got the receipt right there.
It looks cool.
It's awesome. So it's, you know how we were talking about Super Mario 3, and it was kind of like a play.
Yeah.
That is basically a puppet show play.
I hope so. By this Tupper.
Oh yeah, it's awesome, and it's narrated the whole entire time. It's beautifully voice acted.
I just want to tell you, I'm mad at you for. I've been talking about all the action JRPGs. Okay, you had to cut in with Nier.
Well, no, look, we can talk about it still. I just wanted to. I don't think it's overrated.
Do you have anyone on your list that's not a Japanese RPG?
Yeah,
the last one.
Oh, hold on. We can talk about this later. Yeah. We're talking about Puppeteer right now, okay? Hold on. All right. Puppeteer. It's just because it's on PS3, you don't pass over it. This came out late on the PS3, super late, and
PS3.
Okay. You just haven't played it yet. And in the PS3 lifespan, and the PS4 is coming out, nobody really bought it. I bought it at least. It was freaking awesome. Very creative. One of the best looking games I ever played. It's going to hold up, unlike some games. Like, I sadly say Nier doesn't really hold up in terms of graphics. The art style does, but like...
The actual...
But if you look at that, the lighting, like it's very unique, I would say.
I'll agree with you. Everything in Nier, but the graphics.
Yeah.
I think, and the frame rate, because they run at 30 frames.
Oh, yeah. But it's awesome. In this one, I don't know, you ever watch Kill la Kill?
One episode.
It's like it's scissors, like her weapon is scissors. This came out before that, so it's still from that.
No, not Kill la Kill.
Kamiga
Kill. Ain't that what you're thinking of?
No, I'm talking about
Killer.
Kill la Kill. This one.
Kill la Kill is also.
There's a scissor weapon in a Kamiga Kill too, ain't there?
I don't know about that, but
Kill
la Kill.
I just know those are the names.
Yeah.
Kill la Kill is known for a scissors weapon.
Okay.
It's like one of the best enemies I've ever seen. But that it uses scissors as a weapon, and like you cut up, you're basically cutting up paper, and like the enemies are paper, so it makes sense. And it's awesome, and I like the theatrical look of it.
It looks pretty cool too.
It does.
If you like platformers, I thought when I first I thought it was gonna be like Little Big Planet. I didn't really like Little Big Planet. It's like the creation and the controls are really floaty.
I tried to like it.
This is much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
okay,
much better.
I'll have to try that.
Yeah, and it's pretty expensive nowadays. I mean, do you even have a PS3?
No, but I have PSN.
I think you can buy it on PSN.
I got Steam. I'll find a way.
I mean, it's only on PS3.
Which means you can't play it on PS4.
Only on PS3.
They might have it on PSN.
Yeah, you need a PS3 though to play it.
Yeah, but on PS4 you can just go PlayStation Now.
It might be on PlayStation.
Now that's possible.
I got a video for that. Watch the video, PS3 video. It tells you all the exclusives where to get it from.
I'll have to watch it. I need to play it.
But go ahead, Terry.
All right. So,
JRPG number 9.
No, this one's not a JRPG.
That won't be the last PS3.
That's because I said something.
No, I only have one JRPG left, and I'm saving it for last because it's the only one I don't have a physical copy of. So my next game is Unreal Championship 2.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
He's been talking about that, and I got it actually recently.
I bought it for you.
Unreal Championship 2.
This is my favorite Unreal game. Mm-hmm. You could play in either first or third person. This was the first one developed by Midway after Midway kind of bought out Epic Games or something like that back then.
Midway bought out Epic Games?
They were bought out.
Yeah.
Midway was bought out by...
That's Midway.
A bigger company. It might even be like Activision.
But you could be Raiden from Mortal Kombat in this game.
That's why I wanted it.
Always
You could do fatalities, but they're called coup de grace. I don't know. You could bounce off walls. This game, it's just a fucking arena shooter. It's fucking awesome. It's only on the Xbox. Fucking such an underrated game. So no one knows about this game.
See, I always overlook that.
It's crazy because it's an Unreal game. You know, like they're famous, they're notorious, they're fun as hell.
Because when I see Unreal on the console, I'm like, oh, that can't be good. It's like a PC game, right?
Yeah, I think of Unreal Tournament.
Yep. So, but you're saying this game is still good to play?
Oh yeah.
On the console, yeah.
It's backwards compatible on the Series X too, actually.
That'd be cool.
Shit.
Series
All right,
X.
there we go.
All right, that's cool. And yeah, he convinced me to buy it. I mean, or get it from him.
What's the value on that?
This is cheap.
$10 at tops.
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay.
We should play it sometime.
I might have to. All right. So next on my list is a PC game. Actually, they recently made a reimagining. No, it's like a reimagining because it's different. Mixed reviews, but the original one, Startopia for the PC, made by Muckyfoot.
I have no idea what you just said.
It was their last game, so I think maybe they're only.
I have no idea what you just said.
So it's just a very simple like space colony kind of game where you build a space colony. There's many different aliens, and they each have their own things they like, and you can spend money to build up certain Alienware services and stuff, and you can play it multiplayer, and there was these big doors, and you would have to pay a certain amount of money, and they would come down, and if it came down, there might be monsters on the other end, there might be another civilization that's trying to take you over, or it might just be empty space so you can expand. So it was really cool, like having to manage all these things, and wanting to make it better, you have to take the risk. Okay, is that going to be, what's behind that door? You have to spend money on it, and sadly, I mean, I haven't gotten the chance yet, but I've heard the remake's kind of buggy. We'll see. But Startopia on the PC.
Startopia.
I've never even heard of that.
What is this similar to? Like a more popular.
If I had to pick,
because I don't think I'm into. I never really played those type of games.
I don't know. What's like a space?
What is it? Faster than Light.
It's like if SimCity and the regular Sims had sex in space.
Oh, that sounds more interesting now.
Yeah. There you go. Cause
look, it's hard for me to visualize it because I never really played a game like that.
Yeah, it was again one of the 3 PC games I had in 2000.
That's
along
cool.
with Final Fantasy 7.
It sounds like that is something I really need to like sit down and learn how to play because that is just completely what I don't play.
What, PC games?
PC games and those games of that type.
Yeah, and old PC games.
Yeah,
I
don't even know how to like. It probably can be ran easily on modern.
Sometimes it can, sometimes it can't. Sometimes it's too powerful.
Sometimes it's incompatible.
That's
usually
why I stick
you're
to
good.
my console games.
I like console games. No, don't get me wrong, but it's a fantastic game, and you know there are. I'm gonna say there are just some game genres that are better played on PC.
Oh yeah,
Jeremy, what you got?
I got a lot, man.
He does.
Man, you know what? You know what's like one of the best developers of all time now? Titan Games.
Games, yes.
Have you ever played
Vanquish?
Nope.
It's one of the best cover-based third-person shooters of all time. And
I do have it.
yeah, you do have it on the PS4, right?
Mine's kind of pretty.
I'm gonna need to get that from you. I know you're probably gonna sell it to me because I love both Vanquished and Bayonetta. Bayonetta gets all the love, but Vanquished is just as good. I mean, I guess it's not at the tier of Bayonetta, but it's right there. It's a third-person shooter made by probably my favorite developer, Shinji Mikami. Resident Evil, a game I might talk about later. That, the Resident Evil 4 in the remake, all these classic games, Evil Within. But this game here, like I said, third-person shooter. One of the best parts about it is how you see how it's like sliding.
Yeah.
This is before the power slide. Yeah.
It's kind of like Gears of War, isn't it?
Yeah, Gears of War, but better. Oh man, it's way more fun. Gears of War, I don't really like Gears of War. The shake of the camera kind of I don't like it.
It's just too broy for me.
I don't know, whatever. As long as the game is fun. But this game,
it's the only one that does it for me.
this game right here, it's so hot. Like they're saying back here, it's explosive, high octane action. I was playing it earlier. Your heart's beating up like crazy. Yes, I love it. The mechanic of you sliding, you can slide anywhere, and like it goes into slow motion. I'll show gameplay footage. It's so much fun. I mean the story is like nothing, but it's just pure fun gameplay. The Platinum games that if you actually like it, like Metal Gear, right? Revengeance, Bayonetta,
Nier Automata.
Yeah, see. This is a shooter. So
Astral Chain.
Oh yeah, Astral Chain. Yeah, so this is one of their earlier games. I think it's been overlooked. was re-released. I think it just could have had its own thing, and I wish it could get a sequel to make it even better.
Heard it's really short.
You never know.
It is really short. I love really short games.
I don't mind the short games either.
I like mastering games. I like to play games over and over again and master them. So
that's why you like Resident Evil.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Resident Evils are like made for that now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because I platinum Resident Evil 3. I beat it like 6-7 times. Yeah. And I don't even think that game's that good.
You did that over the COVID break, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's pretty good.
See, he knows. I had nothing else to do, so I did it. So Vanquish, one of the best platinum games. That's it. That's all I'm gonna talk about for now.
All right.
Oh yeah. See, that's a good one.
American McGee's Alice: The Madness Returns.
That's a good one.
Very underrated.
It's getting a little bit more love now, but back then nobody talked about this.
Action platformer. It's a rated M Alice in Wonderland game. It's super dark. Cool artwork.
Yep.
Cool music. Really good voice acting. The character design's really good. My girlfriend loves this game.
Oh yeah, I've seen her playing it that one time I came over.
It's funny watching her because it's kind of hard, and she's not good at video games, so she's just up there just cussing her fucking ass off.
Getting whooped.
But look, it's so good though. She's playing it. She's not a gamer really.
She loves Alice in Wonderland. That's
all
why.
Matters.
So the American McGee is trying his fucking hardest to get a sequel to this.
Mm-hmm.
He's done like or Kickstarters or GoFundMe's and stuff. And
see, I didn't even know that.
EA is just being dicks.
Yeah.
Oh, as they do.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Fucking being dicks.
So, but everyone should play this game, especially if you like platformers.
Oh yeah, I love platformers.
Dark platformers.
Yeah.
I just haven't played enough of it to put it on my list.
Puts a little twist on the Alice in Wonderland story as well.
Yeah, I like the dark nature of it, more dark. I mean, it's already a pretty dark story.
She looks really cool with the dark hair and the blood on her dress and stuff.
So, funny story about that game. I didn't go into media play for quite some time because it was promoted right in the front of the store, and I was terrified of it.
Really?
Yeah, just the cover.
This one or the first American McGee's?
The first one.
Oh, I was talking about this one.
No. The very first one.
I'm like, man, it came out like 2010.
Yeah, no.
This gives off Tim Burton vibes real hard.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And the original does too. And yeah, the first one, like, I don't know, just seeing like the juxtaposition of like,
the
Alice
first
in
one's on
Wonderland
here
with like a bloody knife. Just,
it is?
Yep.
It just really hit home. And yeah, I didn't go to media play for a while. And maybe that's the reason they're gone. I don't know.
Probably, yeah.
Just because
I would have went in.
I did like a couple times, but my mom held my hand.
Okay.
So it was good. It was good.
Can you go in? Oh, they're not there anymore.
Yeah, no, they're not. Yeah, they're gone.
That's a good choice, man.
All
That
right.
is very underrated.
This is a game that I don't see anybody talking about. It has a decent following. It's made by Codemasters. And that is...
Codemasters.
Codemasters. They
usually do like the rally or like the racing.
Yeah, so this game is Onrush. Have you heard of it?
On?
On, Rush, all one word.
I've heard of it.
I've never heard of it.
But I don't even know.
So I got it as a PlayStation Plus Game of the Month or whatever. And what it is it's a battle racing game, not too unsimilar to like Twisted Metal. But instead of like having one big map that you drive around in, you have a course you continuously drive through, and you do laps. And you have two teams, and there's various different modes. And the object is to like go through the rings, but you can smash into the other cars. And there's many different vehicles to choose from, and you die, but then they drop you right back in. And ultimately, the goal is to whatever the game is to succeed in that. But even just knocking people out, well, they can't really help their team if they're gone, because they don't come back in for a respawn of 45 seconds.
45 seconds? That's
so you're punished decently for dying.
Yeah. Ooh, I
but
like that.
man, it's great. And you hit a car, it'll fly over 4 different things, over a mountain on fire.
You said this came out recently?
This came out probably like 2016 on the PlayStation 4. It might be on Xbox.
Last generation?
Last generation, yeah.
Wow, I've heard of it. I didn't think it would be that good, though.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
I've never even
love
heard of
it. And I was shocked. It was 5 a.m. and I was like, let's just see. And I turn on Rush on PS4. I got a game in 3 minutes.
I want to play that. That actually sounds fun.
It's so
because have you heard of Destruction All Stars on the PS5?
That game sucks.
Man, I mean, that game is just It's just nothing.
It was fun for 20 minutes.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
20 minutes. This one I played for.
It should have been like Twisted Metal. It should have been because I love combat cars.
Vehicular combat.
There you go. I like those type of games a lot, and
I fucks with the English.
Yeah, I don't. But I like games like that. That sounds very interesting.
Yeah, so it's got that in common, you know, but the big difference is you're still driving a race.
Yeah.
But the race don't matter.
Yeah, the race don't. Yeah,
the race don't matter. Yeah,
I just thought of another
if you want to put footage up, that's one we should check.
You oh yeah, I'm gonna put up everything we
Cool.
talk about. I mentioned this before. In my top 10 first-person shooters, Resistance 3. Sony doesn't really have a first-person shooter franchise, but they should bring this back because it was freaking awesome. Made by Insomniac.
They had this and Killzone.
Oh, Killzone, forget that. But Killzone is alright. But this is better. I wish that they'll bring this back. I guess this one didn't sell well. This is the third one. The first one's good, a little dated. The second one tried to be like Halo, Call of Duty, regenerating health. It didn't really work with this. This has like all the cool weapons similar to Ratchet and Clank. So you have a whole bunch of awesome weapons, and then the story just goes at a like crazy pace that I love. A lot of cool enemies. It's like the alien invasions of like the 1950s. So they're trying to take over the Earth.
Cool.
And I always like alien invasions and anything. So I love it a lot. One of my favorite first-person shooters.
To play it, but I was at the artwork was super cool.
Oh yeah, I love the artwork. It's one of my favorite.
I actually think I have all three of them.
Yeah, you can just play the third one. You don't need it.
Yep,
you don't really need to play the first one.
I like that. Just play the third one.
I mean, yeah, aliens are invading.
I feel like I would like the second one. I heard the second one's the most like Halo.
Oh, all of them are good. All of them are good. You just try all of them out and see what you like. The first one is pretty dated though, in terms of like how it controls.
Yeah.
And it's pretty bullshit hard. Like sometimes it's just too hard and it's unfair. I don't like that in games when it's unfair.
Thought of one while you guys were talking. So this one was a digital game that I used to play like crack on the 360. I liked the first one, but when Geometry Wars 2 came out, they added so many different like game modes and stuff.
Brought that. Should have.
They made physical a part 2.
I don't know if it's part 2 of Geometry Wars physical though.
Probably the third one. That's the worst one in my opinion. But Geometry Wars 2, they added this game mode called Pacifism, where you can't shoot because it's kind of like Asteroids. You're a little like little retro looking shape, and you can shoot in all directions. A twin stick shooter. But Pacifism, you can't shoot. So all the enemies spawn in, and there's these little like bars that come in, and you can't hit the little fat tips of the bars. You have to drive right through the bars, and it makes a small explosion. That's how you kill the enemies, and it's so fucking addicting. Me and my buddy Alan would do it, and it would help warm up our BR for Halo, like our thumbs. And
a warm up game for a game.
I had my score.
My guy.
I got over 1 billion in the score, and I was in the top I think it was like top 100 or something in the world.
When did that come out? What year?
It was on the 360. I don't know.
So somewhere between 2005 and 2013, roughly.
It was it was after 2007. I know that for sure.
2007.
After that, yeah.
All right.
Because it's an Xbox Live Arcade game.
I might talk about another. What is it, a twin stick shooter?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm gonna look at my list before I decide if
I have one more left.
I have one more left, and it is my favorite. 2 more. And this is all thanks to my man here. He brought my.
I knew you would say something about it.
Dude, I'm like touched. Like I'm stoked. I'm holding this.
Even though it was the bootleg version, but go ahead.
Bootleg or not?
Yeah.
And that is Guardian Heroes on the Sega Saturn. Obvious reasons why it's underrated. It's on the Sega Saturn, number one.
Exclusive.
Yeah. It came out in a time when 2D games were kind of thought of like, okay, I want 3D.
Like,
yeah.
Now you look at 3D games like that,
Yeah, and now you're like, oh, is there 2D games out?
It's weird how it changed.
It's weird. It's one of the only side-scrolling beat-em-ups I know that has like, I mean, I know many beat-em-ups have stories, but this is like a really intensive story where you You even answer questions to certain people and stuff, and go through
like an
dialogue.
RPG.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mass Effect.
Giving up on 2D is one of the completely giving up on 2D. I think is one of the worst decisions that was ever made in gaming. Like there's some 2D should have still been holding on at least a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's what
only a
Saturn
couple of
thought.
games.
It's finally came back with the indie games, but
Choose over 50 different paths and reach multiple endings. 50 different paths.
That's awesome, man.
On a
That is
game
crazy.
That came out in probably 94, 95.
Yeah, and also, like the beat 'em up genre was dying.
Definitely,
like,
it was on
the-
its last leg.
Yeah, but
And-
like if it came out a little bit earlier, it would have been better.
Oh, yeah.
Like on the Genesis maybe, but it would have been. I guess the stuff you're talking about wouldn't have been possible on the Genesis.
Yep.
No,
So
until they shoved 9 add-ons on it.
maybe on the
32X.
32X, man. 32X with the Sega CD.
With the Sega CD on top of
Yeah.
it, and then might
with
as
the
well
little Master System converter on there too.
go
and-
VMU at the very top,
Yeah,
maybe.
just
so
call the
that-
mothership, man. Call it up.
It's
All
called
in a Nomad.
life support.
Looks so bad. man.
but
I love that.
The
man.
most
Strong
unique
studio.
thing about this game is it's 6 players. I can't name another
that's a
6-player
weird number.
game. It is a weird number, isn't it?
I don't know 6 people.
I,
I actually want to play that.
not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
And also it has a PvP mode, which you don't
okay.
find a lot in
Yeah, that was weird. They have that in Streets of Rage 4.
Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, this one
That's
had
cool.
a PvP mode, and that's pretty unheard of for beat 'em ups, especially at that time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Guardian Heroes, my favorite Sega Saturn game. If you want to send me a copy, I'll link my email address below. Let me know.
Easy 200 probably.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, that's
it for
best,
my list.
Best beat 'em up favorite.
Best beat 'em up, favorite Saturn game, and something
Guardian
that I
Heroes.
hold a lot of nostalgia for. Despite not owning it, my neighbor owned it. But yeah, I didn't really like him, but I would go over to play it.
My
Hey.
favorite beat 'em up, Streets of Rage 2.
And we're gonna talk about my favorite beat 'em up at the end because it's one of the best ones of all time.
Well, you should probably just drop your last 2 right now, because mine's gonna be my last one.
Is that your last one?
Yeah, that's my last one.
All right, let's talk about the last 2. You're talking about twin stick shooters. One company that very specializes in twin stick shooters.
I know where this is going.
I have no idea.
What do you?
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Well, this is not a twin stick shooter, but I'm just representing
okay.
for Returnal.
Returnal. I've heard this is amazing.
It is amazing.
Has this even been out long enough to be considered underrated?
I'm not talking about this. I'm talking. This is a representation
I'm like,
of another game in another company, Housemark. I talked about it last time in the top 3 of the generation. I mean, this is my favorite game.
Generation.
This is my favorite game of the year so far. Roguelike, not RPG, but roguelike game, third-person shooter. Love it so much, and I actually thank Housemark on Twitter. I'm like, thank you for making all the great games, because all their games are great. You got Resogun, you got Superstar Dust, you got my favorite one, Nex Machina. It's a twin-stick shooter. It's just straight-up fun, arcadey gameplay. Very addictive, like you were talking about. And that's my favorite twin-stick shooter.
is that one a roguelike too?
No, it's just straight up. It's over the top. I think it might be over the top.
Isometric?
It may be isometric. Yeah, I think it's isometric, and it's just you know,
Do you
just
go
classic.
up or do you go?
No, it's just isometric.
Oh, okay. So yeah, isometric.
Yeah, it's isometric. And it's just straight up just fun arcadey gameplay. High scores. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I miss
And
it
same
nowadays.
thing.
Yeah. And I was like really addicted to it at one point, and then I played that a little bit before that came out, and it's just like expanded to a AAA paint job.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it has kind of like, you know, in the bullet hell like elements.
So Geometry Wars is a bullet hell.
Yeah. Okay.
for
So
sure.
like it has that in this game. It has that elements like sort of like how Nier has the bullet hell shooter type. But this game is way harder. This game, all these games are hard.
Almost every bullet hell is pretty hard.
Every
There's definitely some that are hard.
roguelike is hard for
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Like, you ever played Binding of Isaac?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do like
Hades.
Hades.
Isn't so bad.
Hades is a little bit easier.
It's challenging.
Yeah,
but
this
it's
game-
not like
This
break your
game,
body.
I had to take a break. It almost broke me. So I was
He's a
like,
little
bullet hells
soft.
will do that.
yeah. Oh no. Oh, try to play that game.
Is it
man.
harder than
Try to play that game.
Ikaruga?
Huh?
Is it harder than Ikaruga?
Oh no.
No? Okay.
I can't even get past the first level.
Yeah, Ikaruga is
So this game's actually possible to beat.
Hades is more possible. If you want to cry a little bit after playing.
I mean, I like Dark Souls, so you know I like crying.
I think this might be... Oh, no, Dark Souls might be harder. It depends. It's just hard going back to the beginning every time.
Yeah.
I mean, but eventually, halfway through the game, it's like split into 2 halves. So, like, first 3 levels, if you get past that, you always start back to the 4th level. So,
okay. So it does have, like, almost a checkpoint.
Yeah, a little checkpoint. It's very hard to get to that checkpoint. It's fair, but super punishing.
Which is my favorite games.
Yeah.
Challenging, but fair.
But this is all about Housemarque, and they were just recently bought by PlayStation, Sony, which I knew it was going to happen because they're awesome. And I'm looking towards the future because it's just been all great games. All their games are great. You should definitely play them.
All right, drop your last one on us.
Last one. My favorite.
It's going to be Resident Evil Survivor.
Fuck that fucking game. That's the worst game.
I'll leave right now.
So I don't have a copy of this game because it's super expensive. It's on the PS2. I mentioned this before.
Oh, is it the one that you thought I had?
Yeah.
When I pick up video? Okay.
It's made by Clover Studios. No longer around anymore. But they're basically platinum games. It's God Hand for the PS2.
God Hand.
You ever played it?
It's a Resident Evil game?
No. It's made by Shinji Mikami.
Okay, so same creator.
So, yeah. So, this is my favorite beat 'em up of all time. It's the most unique one. I guess 3D beat 'em up, you can say. It basically controls like Resident Evil 4, but in beat 'em up form.
Okay.
You use the left stick to move around, and then what's cool about it is you can dodge everything. Not like, like how you in Dark Souls, you just actually
There's a dodge roll.
You basically like duck and weave.
Yeah.
And it's so cool. It's like playing an anime. You're actually playing an anime. In the cutscenes, you do a lot of cool stuff. And this, you're actually doing what they do in the cutscenes.
That sounds dope.
You can...
What console is this?
PS2.
PS2.
God Hand. It's like a $200 game now. Because nobody bought it. And you know why this is... What? You know why this is underrated? This is one of the most underrated games because IGN back in 2006 when it came out gave it a 3, and it's very infamous. Look it up. They actually had recently they released a video with a guy defending God Hand. No. Defending God Hand. He's like, we know later in the past a reviewer gave it a 3, but we don't think about that anymore. We don't think it like that. So it's literally the definition of underrated game, and I think it really hurt it.
Oh yeah,
because I wish this had a sequel, because it's such a unique beat 'em up.
Or a port,
something. Because there's no game like it. I don't think you will like it because it controls similar to Resident Evil 4.
I gotta look it up. I mean, I just got it last week, so I'll give it a shot.
I believe, and I might be wrong on this. Some way, God Hand and Ehrgeiz are linked.
Ehrgeiz?
I do believe they're linked. I remember playing it and hearing
I feel like they do talk about a God Hand in that game, but I don't think.
Is that not related? Okay.
Yeah. Isn't that the fighting game?
Yeah.
No,
fighting game, but it's also got a dungeon crawler.
I kind of
roguelite.
I want to get God Hand just so I can pull it out in my pickups video and have Jeremy fight me on camera.
I might.
And then I have a copy of God Hand.
And then you pull out Rule of Rose.
And then I look at
Oh my god, stop it. Alright, stop. Stop it. It should have gotten way better reviews. It's one of the best. It's freaking... You will love the humor because it's so offensive.
Yeah!
It's so hilarious. It doesn't take itself serious at all. It's just a video game, and I love it. It's very unique. It's nothing like anything I've ever played.
It's got a cool ass title too. God Hand. That's very regal and strong.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's made by Shinji Mikami, and he's...
That's your boy?
That's my boy, man.
That's your boy.
Yeah. It's weird that he made Resident Evil 4 and then he made that next year, the year after that. That's insane. But let me just mention Konoha. I don't think that's really underrated, but that's one of the best platformers of all time.
It's a good game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Is it underrated? I feel like it gets its props, but
yeah, I think it gets its props.
I would say it's slightly underrated.
Yeah,
It definitely could be up.
Have you ever played the first one?
Yeah.
There's been like multiple ones. Yeah, PlayStation.
PlayStation 1? Yeah, I played
that's like a $400, $600 game now. It's crazy. But I understand why. Because it's great. I wanted to mention that, but I don't think it's really underrated. Since you were mentioning... What were you just mentioning? You was mentioning something. Oh, the graveyard.
Yeah.
Because I got it from there for like $40.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I wanted to mention that, but that's all my underrated games.
All right. So then I got one more. This is I don't have this one. It's a Game Boy Advance game. It's a tactical RPG, JRPG, sequel to a Tactics Ogre.
I knew you were gonna say Tactics Ogre. That was weird.
It's Tactics Ogre Knights of the Lotus, and it's only on Game Boy Advance, and it plays just like Final Fantasy Tactics and regular Tactics Ogre does.
I get confused with all the tactics.
It's fun. It's really.
It's
fun
almost
good.
the same game, just reskin. So
Oh, okay.
Don't stress.
This one's a completely different story than the regular Tactics Ogre. It's really fucking good.
The gameplay again, reskin. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
But that doesn't make it bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
I wish there was more tactical RPGs like that. Like the way Final Fantasy Tactics and Tactics Ogres play is so different. Because I mean, we get shit like XCOM and Valkyrie Chronicles and stuff like that, but it's not.
Hey, don't be putting that in your mouth.
It doesn't hit the same way like Tactics Ogre and Final Fantasy Tactics does.
I need to play it.
Disgaea kind of scratches that itch, but I don't know. There's something about Disgaea where it's just.
Well, what
it
about
doesn't hit
Advance
the same.
Wars?
No, that's a completely different kind of game.
Wait, what is it? What?
Advance Wars?
Advance Wars is a 100% different kind of game.
No, I know, but I'm saying, does that scratch the itch?
No, I don't even like that game at all.
Wow. Okay, strong.
Yeah. I don't like those types of games where you just plant your people and you like. I don't know. It's almost like that. What's that game? That mini game in FF7. It's like a tower defense almost kind of game.
Well, I don't like tower defense.
It's not exactly
like
tower
tower defense
defense.
either.
It's not exactly tower defense, but I don't know. It's hard to explain. I don't like Advance Wars.
I like to move around.
I might be explaining it wrong. I know what Advance Wars is. I know I don't like it. They just came out with a new game similar to it though. I can't remember what it's called. It's an indie game.
It was an isometric grid where you moved on each square and you attacked people. So I thought it was pretty similar.
Okay.
Not as Japanesey, although it is a Japanese game, but good game.
So, is that all our underrated games?
That's it for me.
That's it.
Is there any games that you actually really want to play from somebody else?
Those two PS3 games you pulled out look pretty cool.
I definitely wanted to play Obscure.
Oh, that's
Obscure.
Too. So Obscure, Puppeteer, and Folklore all look really cool. And then even though I have Vanquish, I need to play that too.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's fucking new,
And
Return on PS5.
That Saturn game.
Yeah, I would definitely play.
And
Saturn.
No More Heroes look pretty good too. I've never played that.
I need to beat No More Heroes, but we gotta definitely play Guardian Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
You'll like that, too.
And I need to play Dot Hack.
Yeah.
And finish Alice. And play all these RPGs, man. But Nier, that was the ultimate, huh?
We only have we gotta live till 100 to play all these.
There's just not enough time in this world.
We just have to hit the lotto and have unlimited free time.
Or do that.
And you know what? We'll still just buy a bunch of games, talk about them, and not play them.
It's like... So, that was the video. Underrated. Check them out. And thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to his Twitch channel, which is...
twitch.tv/RetroHeyGao. That's RetroAheygao. And give me a follow, subscription, whatever you can. I love to see you there.
And follow your Twitch, which is...
Twitch.tv/DementedOne. Jeremy's going to plug it somewhere over here.
And this is the preferred dimension.
I'm sure the links will be in our description as well.
Always. Gotta, thanks for always bringing me here and doing the videos, and thanks for coming along.
Love to be here.
You guys are all about it.
I love
And thanks
it.
for
This
watching.
was a lot of fun.
And like, comment, share the video with all your friends because we're the best.
Watch it 100 times a day.
All the time, every day.
Show your grandmother.
Give us just. I got a PayPal. Give me some money. I'll send it to you.
I'm gonna start putting my Cash App in the description too.
Yeah.
I do run it OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. There you go. OnlyFans. Yeah.
And
so we'll start all that.
Eric be stripping on the weekends.
Always.
Bitch better have my money. No, but for real, it's hard out here.
We'll see you in another dimension. Peace.
Peace.
You've been a wonderful audience. Long live the guitar.